Okay, welcome back to another episode of Cooking with Mr. Dan. Today we are going to make a recipe that Penny got from her coworker Marla. It's a Mexican street corn soup. Penny's all excited, and I've had not necessarily a street corn. Back in the 70s, my friend David, he lived in El Paso, and his mother made all kinds of Mexican dishes, and she made this fried corn. It was roasted or whatever, and she mixed it with a bunch of stuff, tasted good. So I'm giving this a whirl. I'm excited to try it myself. So without further ado, let's get to it. A few simple ingredients. You gotta love corn. Okay, so in my pot, I've got it over medium heat right now. I'm heating a little bit of olive oil. And I'm going to also add butter to it, but I wasn't going to put the olive oil in, but I like doing that. So let's get to the next step. We got some flour here. So that should give you guys a hint. We're going to make some thickener. Now this is not in the recipe. I got some chicken with some spicy paprika on it. I don't know if I'm going to use it. I think I am. I'm pretty sure I'm going to throw it in there. But anyhow, we'll see. The background here, I've got this doesn't count right here. Forget, you don't even see that. There's 4 tablespoons of butter. I got some chicken broth, more than I'm going to use. I got 1.5 cups of heavy cream back there. Actually, it's a split between half and heavy cream. I'm trying to lighten the load, if you get my drift. Got some corn. This is Penny's dad's homegrown corn that he cans up. I've got some cut cilantro here. I've got some bacon. I'm going to dice that up at the end and use that as a garnish. I got some diced jalapeno there. It's about 2 tablespoons. That's my thing. Here we have some garlic, minced garlic. I put in 2 tablespoons of that. Here we have some cumin. That's 2.5 teaspoons. 1 teaspoon of, actually I think it's a tablespoon of chili powder. Instead of sugar, I'm using some raw honey, and we got some onions. I'm also going to throw some salt in there. So let's get to it. Okay, my pot's starting to heat up. So what we're going to do now is we're going to add in the butter, if it'll come off the dish. I've been having to sit, everything's at room temperature. I just wanted everything to cook quick. Don't disturb the load while you're cooking. So anyway, we're going to add our onions in here while the butter's really heating up. Okay. And we're going to add in our jalapeno. I'm doing just like the recipe calls for. Myself, I would have probably done this a little bit different. And what I mean by a little bit different is I probably would have sauteed the onions first, and then in a little bit of oil, and then do the peppers, and then add the garlic, and then put the butter in. But I'm following just how it's made. Oh, you ever see that show, Just How It's Made? Yeah. All right, let's let these heat up there for about 5 minutes, and we'll add in the garlic. I'll tell you what, those peppers, they really, they make it very aromatic. Okay, so now we're going to throw the garlic in, because the peppers and the onions are pretty well softened up. With all that juice in there, they're not going to get brown, really. Not looking brown at all. But now we're going to mix in the garlic and cook that a bit just till the aroma smacks you in the nose, and it don't take long, between 30 and 60 seconds. A little pinch between your cheek and gum. That was my dog getting all excited. Ever since the kids behind us use their swimming pool, that dog goes nuts. All right. So now we're going to add in our flour. That's 3 to 4 teaspoons of flour, and you want to mix this really, really well. You want to cook it up till you get all the rawness out of the flour. You don't want to see no white. Besides that, it gets like a paste. See, this is what you're going to want right here. And once we get this cooked a little bit, I'm going to make sure that we get no lumps. And we're going to add in our chicken broth as a twirl. And I'm going to add just about all of it. I got more than 4 cups of chicken broth in there. I got closer to 6, but it's because I don't trust this here flour mix. Anyway, not that I don't trust it. I don't know if you guys can hear my mutt, but she's out there going crazy. Okay, so now we're going to mix. I'm going to put in, oh dang, I'm good. Just a hair off the 2 cup mark. That gives us 4 cups of chicken broth in there. You know what I should have did? It probably would have been really good. Is added in some spicy chicken broth. You know that one that I was showing you guys that one time by Progresso? That probably would have gave us a nice flavor. I'm going to turn this up now a little bit. But you want to mix this until everything's kind of smoothed out. There's no lumps. All you have is whatever veg you cooked in here. Your peppers and onion. And I'm going to add in my cumin. Okay, boom. Stir that around. That's a nice aromatic there. And then we're going to put in some of our chili. Ooh, that's going to be bright, huh? And then I'm going to add in a dash or 2 of my cayenne pepper. Not too much. Although, I don't know, Penny me likes stuff kind of warm. All right. Listen to that dog. You guys want a dog? Let me know in the comments below. All right. Probably a little more. I'm going to put a couple dashes in there, but they're what you call big dashes, huh? I'm going to bring this up a little bit to like a boil, and then we'll be back. Okay, as you can see, we're at the boil point. So now we're going to add in our corn. Still have a couple ingredients to go yet, but not much. This is more corn than we need. I'm probably going to add more juice in here because Penny went a little schizo with the corn, I think. I'm supposed to have 4 cups. This is more like almost 6, but that's all right. She likes corn. It's going to be good. It smells very corny in here. That'll be a corny dough, huh? Oh, yeah. This is what you call a real corn soup, huh? That's a lot of corn. But 4 cups, we'd probably put in almost 6, I'd say. So what I'm going to do here, add a little bit more broth. That's why I had extra. I knew this might happen, so I'm just going to add in. That's a total of 6 and 6. That's what I did. 6 cups of broth, 6 cups of corn, 4 to 5 tablespoons of flour, the seasonings. I got to add some salt in here. Going to add about a tablespoon or so of salt just because. Oh, guess what? This thing's empty. Don't even get a tablespoon, huh? And then we're going to add in a tablespoon of honey. Now this, it's called for sugar, but I've been using a lot of times now honey to substitute. And put about a tablespoon in there. And we're going to stir this around. I'm going to give it a little taste. We're going to bring it to a boil. Again, then we're going to simmer it for about 10 minutes. And the only thing we got left, well, I'm going to do that now. I'm going to put the chicken in now, let the chicken get back. Okay, so what I did with the chicken, that's like a breast and a half of chicken I had in the refrigerator. So I shredded it up a little bit. And then I seasoned it with spicy paprika because I like that. All right. So that means that we got just the half and half to go. Some cilantro. And then while that's going, I'll chop up some bacon right quick. Okay, guys, I had this going at a nice little boil. Turned it down, letting it go for about another 10 minutes or so. But I'm going to tell you, let me get a spoon here and we'll taste this. It's going to be hot, Mr. Dan, I know. Oh, boy. Mm. 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 That got a nice flavor. So if you guys like this here video, give us a thumbs up. Share with your friends. Subscribe if you haven't yet. This is delicious. Miss Marla, thank you very much for the recipe. We've got just a couple things left to go. And this here, remember now, we'll have all the right ingredients, the correct amounts, I mean, in the description below the video. But I made a little extra, but it came out very good. So, we're going to be having soup for a couple days. And you know what happens with corn? It goes in one way and it comes out the other way. And it comes out the same, though. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is, right quick, add in our heavy cream. And what we're going to do is stir this in until it's well blended. Well, that had to cool everything down, trust me. I'll tell you, look at that. That pot looks beautiful. Yep. And the only thing left, if you guys like cilantro, that's what's coming. I'm not a big cilantro fan, but I told Penny I would do it. She likes cilantro. The cilantro's in the recipe. I'm putting almost all of this in. I'm going to save some for garnish. I cut it up. It's fresh. Okay, keep this here a little bit. Ooh. That stuff smells wonderful. Okay, so our soup is done. Gonna let it sit here for a minute, and then we're gonna serve it up. We'll show you guys what we got, and then we'll go to the taste test table, and we'll share this bowl of soup with Miss Marla. And I tell you, so far what I tasted, it tastes good. Now we're going for the real. Now we're going for the guns with the cilantro's in there. I'm not a cilantro fan, but I'm willing to try anything. All right, we got this turned off. We got to plate it up, and we'll be right back. Okay, guys, as you can see, I put a little bit of shredded parm on there. Got some bacon, and I'm going to just tap it with a couple more leaves of the cilantro, and we're on the way. Okay, guys, like I said, Penny's pretty excited, so am I. I think this came out really well. Marla, thanks for sharing the recipe. So now we're going to get us a bite of the Mexican street corn soup. You gotta like corn, because that's a lot of corn. But it's very delicious. I topped it with some Parmesan cheese, like I said. I can taste the cilantro. Not one of my better things I like, but I'll eat it. You know what it is? A lot of times I've eaten it and people just go overboard with it, but that's okay. And there's a Mexican crumbly cheese, something similar to feta. You can sprinkle that on top. This probably would have been cool either with ground chicken, ground turkey, or a little itty bitty meatballs mixed in there. Yep, very good. So, If you like the video, give us a thumbs up. Share it with your friends and family. That's good. Subscribe if you haven't yet. When you do, notification bell will pop up. You hit that. That'll notify you each and every time we come up with another video. There's an arrow down button right below the video box. You hit that. That'll take you to a link to Cook Amsterdam Facebook page, a link to my daughter's artwork site page, and all the ingredients and the correct amounts, how you can make this here delicious, delicious dish. So, my friends, stay hungry. When you are, you come back and we'll give you another delicious recipe just like this. This is Mr. Dan saying stay healthy, stay away from the COVID. Have a good day, and thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next video. This is Mr. Dan saying we're out for now. Pen, you want to taste of this shit or what?